Hi, today I'm going to be introducing you to your Renaissance research project. This is going to be housed in Google Classroom mostly. So class code so that you can join this classroom is right here. I can display that. Okay, so once you've joined and you get into the classroom, my view is a little bit different because I have the teacher view. This video will actually be added to this post right here. So these are your directions for the duration of the project. So first place I want you to go is right here. And this is a hyperdoc with all of the pieces of the project attached to it. So it is a Renaissance project targeting the causes and the effects of the Renaissance, which was a time period in Europe between the 1300s and 1600s. So the first thing you're going to do is look at the task definition. So our overall research question, what your focus is what are the causes and effects of the Renaissance? But as you go, that's not going to stay static. So this is your first assignment, and this will be ongoing throughout the whole project. So 10 times throughout the project, I want you to narrow your focus. Make sure you are very focused on one specific aspect of the causes and the effects. So when you have a new question, you'll go to this assignment, and I obviously have a different view, but you will submit just in the text box your new question. Okay, so that is the topic narrowing. Next is your location and access. I'm also using this research project for you to get familiar with the resources that are available to you. So first thing, before we even look at the resources I have posted right here, this is a citation website. It's called Cite This For Me. You will be using the MLA format. So when you get in here, you're going to click on MLA. And whatever type of source you are citing, you're going to select that, input the information it asks for, and it will create your bibliography citation for you. You are required to have a bibliography at the end of this project, so just keep that in mind as you go. Okay, so here we have our different types of sources that I am wanting you to look at and evaluate. So for each source I have right here, this is actually a link, and it will take you to the source. Here, the description of what the source is, and then you have to evaluate for its relevance. So is it relevant to what we're researching? Currency, is it current? Is this a source that is reliable timeline-wise? Is it accurate? So some of these sources are going to be stronger in where they come from, and some of them are going to be weaker. Also authority, does this, does this source have authority? Was it written by somebody that you should trust? So let's try this one first. So this one takes you to our Destiny catalog. So this is the Dickinson High School Destiny website. So you're going to click on Dickinson High School, and then you go to catalog. And to find this, you're going to have to look up the Renaissance and Reformation. And there it is right there. So you're going to evaluate this source specifically. If you look in our Destiny catalog, it tells you where it is located in the library. So you're going to have to go into the 940 section. It's going to be with the .2s, and the author, first 3 letters of the last name are W-I-E. So you're going to have to go find this one in the library. This one is also in the library. The next one is a reference article. And this link should take us directly to that article. You're going to look through this. So this is one of our databases that we own. Okay, also a database that we own, This one is a video from TED Ed. So you'll go in, I have an ad playing right now. So, and then we have our TED Ed video about Da Vinci's Vitruvian Man. close these out real quick. Okay, next one is History Channel article. This one is a national government agency. You see the .gov, that tells you it is a government website. So this is from the National Endowment for the Humanities, talking about different faces in the Renaissance. Our next one is from the Dickinson Public Library. It's this first one right here. So you will have to go visit the library, find this book, check it out. This one is a Dickinson Public Library database. So EBSCO, we have EBSCO on campus also, but this EBSCO is the one that's hosted by the Dickinson Public Library. So it's looking like when I click on it, it's not pulling up the result. So you're going to have to navigate through the Dickinson Public Library website and get into their databases to find this one. I'm showing you how to get there right now. So right here they have their databases. And I actually did, I think, databases by subject. And I did art and culture, humanities full text, and I clicked on select all, continue. And it is this source right here. It is an ebook, so you will be able to access this from home. It's a book online, so this is a different type of source. So the goal of this part right here is to explore the different types of sources and figure out which ones are relevant, current, accurate, and have authority before you go out and you find your own sources. So that's location and access. Close out all these tabs up here. Don't like to be messy. Okay, so after that, that's when you start seeking your own information. So in this assignment, it's got an attached video helping you with your keywords for your database searches. And then you need to figure out what keywords you're going to use for your specific searches. And same thing on this one. To submit it, you're going to open up the assignment, type those 6 keywords into the text box and submit that. So along with this information seeking strategies, so you've got this video here to help you. Make sure you watch that before you start trying to do this. You have use of information, which it looks like I missed up the link on that one. Let's get there here. All the assignments are here too. So use of information, I am asking you to figure out how you personally are going to record your information. And then I have a few different options that you can use. If you decide to use a paper method, you're going to have to take a picture of it and submit it here. If you do an online digital method, you'll just attach your notes there. Also, keep in mind while you're looking your sources up, you need to be citing them. You need to be narrowing your topic as you go, and you need to be keeping these notes. So down here, you're going to give credit to your sources. You also have a requirement for your sources. I need 3 sources from DHS Destiny. I showed you how to get to that already. I need 3 sources from our DHS databases. You also need to find 3 videos, 3 outside sources. By that, I mean it can be anything that is not in one of these categories, and 3 public library sources. So as you're doing this, you are also going to be posting as you go. So every single source you are going to post on our class stream, include a link if there's a link to it, and then you are also going to include a bibliography citation with every source. So if you are stagnating, you want to see what everybody else is doing, you will have access to that on the class stream, so you'll be able to collaborate with each other. lastly, after you've got all your sources together, you've taken your notes, that is where you come in and you do your synthesis. So let's make sure that link works here. So if you click here, this takes you to the synthesis turn-in. I have a HyperDocs tutorial here that tells you how to use HyperDocs. That is the type of product I'm looking for. So this right here is a HyperDoc. So it's got the links that we can click on. Also, what you used for location and access was a HyperDoc. So you're going to create your own HyperDoc. You're going to present it to the class, so be ready for that. I want you to use either Google Docs or Canva, which I have actually used both in here. So this is a Canva one, and the location and access was a Google Docs. So yeah, you'll just submit it here, and that is what you need to do for this project. If you have any questions, feel free to ask. Revisit this video as you need to and move along in the video, navigate to where you need to go. Thank you so much.